Hello again everyone and welcome to another wonderful review. Last time around I did the Rheinbacher Pilsner. This time around I'm going to do the Rheinbacher Weissbier, which is a 5.0% beautiful premium German wheat beer. I added the beautiful in there myself for some reason. But yeah, this is obviously the Aldi's own version, which is famous for being very cheap but also cheerful as well. It is literally cheap and cheerful. But I also want to point out that, like I mentioned in the last video about the Pilsner, the labels are all so very ornate, just like they are with most German beers. Prime example, look at this guy here. Just look at that. I mean, look at that fucking guy. Fucking state that. It's like, it's like they got a fucking, some kind of monk out of a monastery, some Gregorian motherfucker, whacked him over the head with a big spade and like, yeah, go pose for a picture with some wheat in your hands. Yeah. So yeah. Now, let's give this a crack and open, because I can only make fun of a label so many times before I start losing my sanity. So, let's get this out. See what it looks like, shall we? Let's see what this beautiful German wheat beer looks like. This beautiful 5.0% wheat beer, which is best served chilled. Brewed, fuck, what is wrong with me tonight? Brewed using only the finest ingredients. There you go, how you like them apples? We're on a half finger's head. Let's have a smell, shall we? Now I've heard this smells a bit like bubblegum, so this should be interesting. Smells like a fucking stale banana. In fact, I played rugby a couple of times in about 2009 when I was young and attractive and I didn't have this on my face. But the locker room in the rugby team that I used to play for used to smell just like this. It smells like stale bananas and mud. I'm not getting bubblegum at all. There's no bubblegum vibe here at all. It just... In fact, it smells like... It smells incredibly artificial. You know, it smells like... In fact, we used to use putty. When I used to live in this house in a place called Redbourne Street when I was about 5, we had loads of putty to keep the glazing in because the windows were all like really cheap ass, and I thought we thought they were going to cave in if the wind blew. So we used all this putty to keep them together. And this smell reminds me of that putty. In fact, I don't know if you remember the slimy, sludgy shit that you used to have, like gach, like the little green jelly stuff that like you could squeeze and you could and throw it and something that'd stick to the wall. It smells like that, which is so yeah, I'm not rating the smell right now. It's not good. It's not good at all. Let's just hope that the taste is good, because not much carbonation really. In fact, I'm not seeing any carbonation at all. It just looks like piss with froth on the top. Let's hope the taste makes up for it. Bottoms up, and up your bottoms. Getting a little bit of bubblegum now. A little bit of the bubblegum coming through. I'm tasting the stale banana. I don't know what putty tastes like. I'm even getting a bit of gach. But the last wheat beer that I had, I can't even remember what it was called. It tasted like fairy liquid. Thankfully this doesn't taste like fairy liquid, but it tastes just as synthetic. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I'm not really liking this. It's not as nice as the Pilsner. that Rheinbacher made. It's not as good at all. It tastes like a plethora of chemicals. That's how I best describe it. It's not a sesh beer. It's not a hearty drink that you'd like have in a pub. It's not the type of beer you drink if you're watching a football game because it's too distracting. Because this is the type of thing you'd want to try if you want to save money. You want to go to Aldi and you want to be like, I want to get pissed, but I'm a minge bag. So I'll just spend £1.19 on this bottle of beer here because I think that this is going to get me pissed and I'm going to have a good time. Then you actually get it home, you crack it open, you put it in a glass or you just drink it straight away. And you just taste pure unadulterated chemicals and your brain goes kaput and your body goes. And from there, you think, I think I've just wasted my time. And I could have spent that £1.19 a whole lot better. But instead, I went out there and I bought Rheinbacher Weissbier and I drank liquefied putty. That smells like bananas, a rugby team dressing room, and gach. Yeah, gach. So, all in all, wouldn't rate, wouldn't recommend. Recommend the Pilsner, most definitely. Yeah, it's not the best. I mean, I can see why this guy looks so lobotomized. You'd have to be lobotomized to enjoy this. I mean, yeah. Anyway, nonetheless, that was the review. Give that about a 2 out of 10. We tried it, that's all we can say. Anyway, you have a good night. Take care. Sign off.